guys, happy Thursday, and thanks for coming back to my channel. First off, I have to apologize, one, for the lighting in this kitchen. I've tried every which way, opening the curtains, turning off the lights, and I'm a newbie, so it's gonna take a while for me to get the swing of things, but I appreciate you guys being patient with me. But, and secondly, I've really been struggling with insomnia. I don't know if it's part of this disease, but it's just developed in the last 6 months, and I'm lucky if I get 4 hours of sleep a night, and it takes me a really long time to fall asleep. So I put all these dark circles under my eyes. It's terrible. But anyway, today I wanted to go over a keto recipe with you all. One of my very favorites, and as I talked about in the first video, I'm prone to sweets. And I gotta have something sweet or I won't stick with what I'm doing. So these I stumbled across on, I don't think it was Pinterest, I just was Googling muffins, I think, and this one came up, and I'm a sucker for chocolate. So the first time I made them, it was so funny. It said to use like powdered stevia or erythritol, and that's what I used. I usually don't, though. I usually use just like granular stevia. My son took a bite of it, and in the trash it went. It was horrendous. So the second time I made it, I used my stevia, which worked a lot better. It still was kind of bitter, but that might have been because I used dark chocolate cocoa, and that tends to make things a little more bitter. But I'm not going to use that today. I'm just going to use regular Hershey's cocoa. And it's chocolate chip muffins, and I use the Lilies sugar-free, made with stevia chocolate chips. So let's just get right into it. And there's going to be bloopers and everything because this is my first time, not my first time in the kitchen, but my first time videoing in the kitchen. So we're going to preheat to 350 our oven. And I've actually already got my stuff out. I had it over here on the counter, but the light is like blinded by the light. It's like so bright, so we don't want to do that. So I'm going to try to bring it over right here and share it with you guys. So I've got a mixing bowl, and you want to do your dry ingredients first. So I have got a half a cup of Hershey's cocoa. And I have got a teaspoon and a half of baking powder. And then we want to do a half a cup of stevia. Now I buy it at Walmart, and it's in like a white bag and got purple writing on it. It's organic stevia or something, I think. So that's what I use. So it says for a half a cup, and I'm generous with the stevia, so if it goes a little over a half a cup, that's okay. It's not gonna hurt us, All right, so we've got all our dry ingredients, so we're just gonna give them a little stir here, a little shake, shake them all together. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so next we're going to do wet ingredients, and we're going to do a teaspoon of vanilla. I told you guys it's just going to be comedy hour here. You should have seen it. This thing doesn't have like I don't know if you can see, but it doesn't have a stopper on it. And the first time I used it, I just kind of was going to eye it, and I poured, I don't know how much vanilla in it. I don't think it hurt it, but. So a teaspoon of vanilla, and we have got 2/3 cup of heavy whipping cream. So we're going to pour that in there. And I just realized that I do not know where my muffin pan is. Hold on just a second. Let me look and see if I can find it. Here it is. Never mind. I got it. I got it. No panic. All is good in the world. I've got those little cups too. Then we want 3 eggs. So we're going to do 3 eggs. All right. We're just gonna give that a stir, and then after that we're gonna do the 3 ounces of melted butter. And I use Kerrygold butter. It's like grass-fed butter. My gosh, that cocoa is still, I'm coming up my nose. So we just give this a really, really good stir. You know, I just really have been having a hard time with my sleep, and you know, I've taken everything, it seems like melatonin, and you know, my doctor has prescribed stuff to me, and it's had like the opposite effect. I mean, like eyes open, looking at the ceiling. It's crazy. And you know, you can only go so long without sleep. It just really wears on you emotionally, and you know, I just have been short-tempered and irritable, and I don't like to be that way. You know, I'm the kind of person that, you know, when I'm sick and I'm really having a bad day, I want to be by myself. I don't want to, my hair's all wild. I don't want to put other people through that, you know. I just prefer to suffer in silence, really, and I don't want other people to be burdened with that. I just, you know, that's the way I am, but you know, I don't know what else to do. Leave a comment down below if you guys have found something that really helps you. You know, I use my heating pad. Gotta have that. And then I got a sleep mask because I have like a skylight in my bedroom, and I love it. You know, it's so beautiful to look at the moon and the stars and stuff. I'm trying to block that sun. I love to look at that, and it's really pretty, but when you're trying to go to sleep, or when you wake up in the morning and the sun's, you know, shining in your face, you don't want that. So that really hasn't helped. And you know, I do this thing when I'm asleep. I don't know if you guys ever do this, or if you know anybody who does this, but you know, if you've got like a shirt, I'll take my arm and I will like rub my fingers along, and I'll like scratch it a little bit, and it's very, very soothing. Then I'll do it to my other arm, and I mean, it relaxes me, it soothes me. It doesn't help me go to sleep. So leave a comment down below if you guys know of anything that would possibly help me sleep. Now the last thing we got is our half a cup of our Lilies stevia sweetened chocolate chips. I'm gonna throw those in there. Give them a stir, and I'm hoping that I still have, I don't know how many I got, those little cupcakes. You know, my kids, they're grown, so I really don't do the cupcakes and the little parties and stuff. Well, my son is 17, and he's my baby, so he's not grown yet. But you know, you don't do all of that stuff. Look, I'm one short. That's unbelievable. Let me see if I got one in here. That is crazy. Oh, I'll just have to wash it. So what I do is, because sometimes like pouring into this is, you know, pouring from this into the pan, you know, you can't really do that. I get like a little measuring cup, and I'll just pour it into that like that. I don't know why, but this seems awfully thin. I don't believe I've forgotten anything though. And there went the timer, it's preheated. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour these in, and I will get back to you. I'm gonna pour them all in, and then I'm gonna put them in the oven, and I will come back to you guys when they're done. And I'll show you how delicious and yummy they are. See you in a minute. Okay, so this is absolutely hilarious. I'm saying, you know, this is really thin batter, like feeling like I've forgotten something, and sure enough, 1 cup of almond flour. So I put that in here, guys, and I'm really sorry. And like I said, my brain, it's brain fog, you know, not being able to remember. And 2, my recipe is on this phone that I'm recording on, so I looked at it and I tried to remember it, but you have to kind of like pull and scroll down for the whole recipe. and the 1 cup of flour was like at the very top, and I missed it. So I had to pour all of this out of those 3 cups and stir this almond flour in really good. I'm sure it'll be okay. There's not gonna be a problem, but I just wanted to tell you guys, so it's 1 cup of almond flour. Sorry. Anyway, I'll come back in a minute. Okay, so I'm back. And I have got these yummy, yummy, yummy muffins. Well, if I can get it out of the pan, I'll show you guys. I just picked at it a little bit, sorry. But the thing about these is, which was really surprising, is, and I'll show you, look how moist. I mean, they really are moist, like, they're not dry at all, which was really, really surprising. So I'm gonna try it, and you know, gotta have the whipped cream with keto. Just makes everything better. So we'll give it a little whipped cream and we'll try it out. Oh my gosh. I just got a big melted chocolate chip in my mouth too. But it's so good. Oh, it's amazingly better than the dark chocolate one. Don't ever do the dark chocolate one unless you like that, really. So good. So good. Awesome. And I'm so glad I remembered the almond flour. That's hilarious. I mean, it really is funny. Anyway, thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the button at the bottom and the little notification bell. And I really appreciate you guys. And I will see you later. Have a great day.